Let's see. Let's try to make this a little more inviting. That'll do. Hello, my name is Dakota. Today it is February 3rd, 2024, and I am a first-year medical student, which means that this upcoming summer, between my first and second didactic years, is going to be my only summer of my graduate student career, which also means that it is going to likely be the last summer of my entire life. With the realization that this is going to be the last summer of my life, I have also begun realizing that things will likely never be the same. And in fact, they really haven't been for quite a while now. Growing up, something I often heard from my mother was that I should cherish my days as a student, that I should appreciate my young and strong body that doesn't creak or ache, and to not rush the process of growing up, as once I'm older, I will miss the days of being a child. In some ways, I think my thoughts regarding the last summer of my life fall in line with this little token that my mom tried to give me, and I am now giving to you. That would be to, as much as you can, cherish every day, every phase, every triumph, and every hardship that you go through as it happens. Because one day, when you look back on it, the things that seem like everything to you now might seem trivial. You might wonder why you stressed so much over that bad grade, or how a single text from one person could make you feel so elated. For me, given that my long-term goal for a long time has been to become a doctor, and that getting into medical school is often seen as such a large hurdle, I spent a lot of my time just looking forward to the next phase of my life, either wanting to be there or worrying about how I would get there. And despite my best efforts to cherish every day, I find that I still manage to take a lot of it for granted. I mean, the whole reason that I take videos and photos now, and the reason that I've started to post on social media and on YouTube, is the same reason that I used to journal a lot, and that would be to record every day so that I hold on to the memories and feelings that I believe are important. And despite these efforts, I find that a lot of times I lose sight of that purpose and I end up just going through the motions day in and day out. So, in an attempt to not take my life for granted as it is now, I am going to say some things that I will never get to do again once I'm no longer a first year or even a medical student at all. Never again will I stress over the onslaught of exams and the ceaseless tides of information that make me study for 12 hours a day. Never again will I get to work with simulated patients and make mistakes in a setting that those mistakes don't matter. Never again will I get to take a test and have a brief, almost 24-hour period of freedom in which my friends and I can go out and have lunch, we can do our chores and catch up on sleep without the looming stress of more material until the next day when unit starts again. Never again will I get to wake up in the morning and decide that I'm not going to go to class that day because I'm just not feeling up to it, and watch the lectures later online and catch up on the material on my own time. And hopefully one day I will look back on these days when I studied far from my loved ones, and I'll almost miss the feeling of missing them because I had to be apart from them for so long. Also, when I got to thinking about things that I'll never get to be again once I'm no longer living this phase of my life, I got to thinking of things that even now I'll never get to be again from the past, and I want to share some of those as well. Never again will I be an undergraduate student worrying about whether or not I'm going to make it into medical school. Never again will I have my roommate sit on my skateboard and be wheeling him to and from class by having him hold one end of his crutches and me hold the other because he tore his ACL. Never again will my roommates and I sneak our mattresses by sliding them into the room of the dorm next to us so that we can all have super epic sleepovers with our friends. Never again will I be a Starbucks barista, waking up before the sun rises and walking to work only to watch the sunrise from the big windows in front of the cash register. Never again will I wake up early to go surfing with my friends before class, get out of the water to attend class on Zoom and eat bagels together, and then go back into the water once classes are finished. Never again will I be on a high school retreat and miss the announcement for a big group meeting and find myself wandering the grounds, wondering where everyone went, only to stumble upon my friend who likewise missed that announcement. And never again will we walk with each other and talk and get to know each other in a way that a group activity could have never taught us. Never again will I be skipping homecoming with a few of my friends to go mini golfing. Never again will my friends and I fall asleep on a Skype call, wake up still on the call together, and then get ready together and go about our separate days. Never again will my friends and I get to play in a quartet for our teacher's wedding. Never again will I be a Never again will I be a middle school student waking up on a Saturday to bike to my friend's house at 9 in the morning, be let in by her mom, wake her up so that she can go outside and play with me, and sit on her bed playing with her cat while I wait for her to get ready. Never again will I be in elementary school, starting a dog walking business with my little sister. Never again will I be forced to go to Vietnamese school, only to skip class and sit outside the bathrooms. Never again will I feel the exhilaration of staying up past my bedtime with my cousins to play on our Nintendo DS's, to play Mario Kart, and freezing every time we stopped hearing our parents snoring in the room adjacent. If you're still here listening to me babble about my memories, thank you for walking down memory lane with me, and please remember to cherish every day and every phase that you are in, no matter what it may be, because you might find that you miss some of even the more challenging parts of life right now. Anyways, I've got to go back to cherishing studying on my weekends.